Hey guys, welcome. Today we're going to look at voicings in the key of E. I actually used the key of E in these voicings in my earlier video where I talked about progressions. But if you had watched that video, you might have noticed they might not be the same voicings you learnt when you were first learning, because they aren't the normal E and A and B and C sharp minor, which is the 1, the 4, the 5 and the 6. I think I put that in that order. They're actually different voicings. And the reason I play these voicings specifically, number one, they sound good. 100%. I reckon they sound much better. Number two is because I want minimal movement between my chords. So that has two benefits. Number one, minimal movement means that my ear has to listen to less. So it isn't so disjointed, the movements. And I'll show an example of this later. And also number two is that my fingers have less to do. So what that means is if you're playing, you don't necessarily have a lot to think about, and you can actually, maybe you're singing as well, so the less work for your fingers to do, the more you can focus on something else. That's number two. So what I mean by disjointed, I'll show you. I'll play 1, 5, 6, 4. So that's a 1 is E, 5 is B, 6 is C sharp minor, 4 is A. So if I play that in the original voicings, I want you to hear they don't naturally flow together. They sound good, but maybe your ear is doing a lot of work. It's listening to a lot of different changes. All right. So if I do it, 1, 5, 6, 4 in E. Actually, I played a different B. I'll do the proper B this time. There it is. C sharp minor. A. Which all sounds good, sounds fine. So that's the normal E that we all learn. And then the B, which is the bar chord. C sharp minor, another bar chord. And then A. Because there's 3 fingers across the second fret. Sounds good, sounds fine. You play those chords in a song, no issue. But let's level it up. Let's take it up another level so that we have less to do and less movement to hear. So what I actually do is I play a stronger E, which is like an E5. There's no 3 in here. So what I actually do is I actually bar. I use my fingertip to play those 2 notes on the 2nd fret on the A string and the 2nd fret on the D string. So if you can see that, I'm actually barring those 2 with 1 finger. If I pull all my fingers away, you can see it's just 1 finger. And then I play that B on the G string, that's the 4th fret, with my pinky. And I play the rest open. So it's open E, and then I go 2nd fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the D string, 4th fret on the G string, open B string, open E string, right? That's my E, and it's strong, isn't it? Strong. And then for a B, all I do is put my ring finger down, or 3rd finger, onto the 4th fret of the D string and play from only 5 strings only, okay? So from the 5th string, killing that 6th string. So that's a B. That's the B voicing I play. So let's go again. We've got the E. Then all I do is put this 1 finger down and strum from the 5th. And then check this out. This is cool for the C sharp minor. I've got my 3rd finger, I move it up 1 string to the A string from the D string. And I move my 1st finger just to the 2nd fret on the D string, right? So that is 4th fret on the 5th string. That's 2nd fret on the 4th string. And I haven't moved my pinky at all. If you've noticed, your pinky has not come off. And I'm going to strum 5 strings only. That's C sharp minor. Now check this out. Look at how easy this A is. All I do to play this A is I take off my 3rd finger from the 5th string. I lift it up and I play 5 strings. There's my A. So if you watch my fingers, if I can come in a little bit closer, you watch this. I just go E, then I put my ring finger down, play 5 strings, and then I move my ring finger up to the A string, move my 1st finger down to the D string, C sharp minor, and I lift off my ring finger, play 5 strings, and that's it. So you got E, B, sharp minor, A. And the reason this is so cool is because there's so minimal movement in my fingers and there's a lot of shared notes. So my ear isn't doing a lot of work trying to hear what is happening in the progression. Now, one other cool thing I want to show you, a little bonus chord for you, is a 1/3, which is the E of a G sharp. And we can use that as a walking note, passing note, to move us either down or up, right? So if I played a C sharp minor, beautiful. If I just move this third finger up to the 6th string and use that finger also to kill the A string, so the A string is dead, this finger is just touching it. If I play 6 strings, there's E of a G sharp. So if I was to use that in context, I might go 1, 5, 6, 4, and I'll use it in context. So here we go, 1, 5, 6, 4, and then 1/3. So instead of the 1, then 5, then 6, then 4. So the cool thing is a 1/3 can replace a 1, okay? Because it really is just a 1 chord with and then we go slash, and then underneath the bass note will be the 3rd note of the scale. Using the same logic, we can actually do that with the 5 chord too. So if it's a chord called 5/7, you might have heard that one before. So what that means is we play the 5 chord as the main chords, but the bass note is the 7. So in the key of E, that's D sharp. So that would be B over D sharp. That sounds tricky, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It's not. Check this out. We're going to play the C sharp minor again. Right? We've got that shape, which is the 4th fret on the A string, the 2nd fret on the D string, the 4th fret on the G string, using the ring finger on the A, 1st finger on the D, and my pinky on the G, and all the rest are open, killing the 6th string, 5 strings only. If I slide this up 2 frets, that is a B over D sharp. So what we can do now is we can replace the 1 with a 1/3, E over G sharp, and we can replace the 5 with B over D sharp, which is our 5/7. So let's try it. Let's do 1, 5, 6, 4, and then the second time round, we're going to replace the 1 with the 1/3, and we're going to replace the 5 with the 5/7. Let's try it out. 1, 5, 6, 4. Let's go 1/3. We're going to go 5/7, and then 6, and then 4. And let's finish in the 1. So, simple, easy, sounds good. Come on, anything that helps you sound like you know what you're doing. And you know what the truth is, the more you sound like you know what you're doing, the more you're actually learning to play this instrument. So guys, hope you enjoy. Take that away. Any questions or comments, please DM me, leave it in the comments. If you want to see any certain thing, you want to see me teach something, sure, throw it in the comments. But guys, I hope you're doing really well, and I can't wait to see you next time. See you later.